What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome back to the AOA show. It's your boy Gavin, and today we got something a little special for you. Coming off the heels of my last video, I really took a dive into the comments to see what feedback and ideas you guys had, and I'm stealing them. No, I'm just kidding. No, I really do appreciate it, and I'm trying to apply it to the best of my ability into this video and any video I make in the future, hopefully. So really let me know how you guys like it. If you do, if you don't, comment below or hop in our Discord. You can tag me in it. I do actually look at it. Don't worry. I just tend to be busy, so answering is kind of hard. But I really do try to take it to heart and apply it into my videos. I want them to be better, and I really want you guys to enjoy them because it's a lot of fun making them, and I want you guys to enjoy it the same. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, everybody. Now, if you couldn't tell by the beautiful image on this piece of wood, today I am going to be burning none other than YURI JAHAD from Tower of God. Just not only one of my favorite characters from this entire series as a whole, but also my number one waifu, and I'm sure she is for many of you guys as well. Definitely saw her name a couple times in the comments, which was amazing because even prior to that, you know me, I was going to do a YURI JAHAD video, and I was planning on making it my next. However, seeing you guys request it in the comments definitely solidified that thought of mine. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. But I'm gonna throw a little test for you guys right now, and that is this exact image of YURI JAHAD. Where do you think it's from? Because you may be double looking at it right now, giving a little bit of a what do they call that? A double glance, or a little look over. It's not just any generic picture of YURI, because trust me, I went on Google and I was looking up different pictures of YURI to do. This one is pretty specific, so I'll go into that a little bit. Let me refer back to the Google comment I made before. When I first had the thought of doing YURI, before the Kun video even went out, I went on Google, obviously, and the first thing I did was look at different pictures of YURI. And, the point that we're at in our live streams with Tower of God, we have seen so many beautiful panels of YURI. It's absolutely, insane. It's really just endless, the amount of things I could do. So with that, you may be thinking, okay, well, then why go for this one, specifically? There's so many different ones where I probably could have, captured a better essence of her or, what have you. And the reason is because when I was looking at different screenshots and different things, I wasn't really feeling a connection with them, if that makes sense. Yes, she's beautiful in all these panels, but when I do wood burning and really anything, I want the piece that I'm working on to almost resonate with me in a way and really feel for it. So I kind of reflected on that idea of what would I want to burn of YURI? Really, what would I want? Because it's endless. You can search whatever, and I can go through so many panels. I can ask really anybody, and they'll give me a plethora of them. But I wanted something that I liked and I connected with. So with that, I thought, okay, when did I first see YURI? What was my first exposure to her? And with that, I was like, well, the anime, because if any of you guys know from the start, all of us actually started Tower of God with the anime. It was almost like an advertisement for the manhwa, at least in our case. So I actually went back to the first episode of the first season, the only season out. But in watching that episode, you get just, oh my God, the greatest animation of one of the best entrances of any character in the show, and that's YURI coming from the sky, kicking Bam right in the face, and just executing a perfect backflip off of it. And oh my God, it was amazing. Literally rewatching that scene, I was like, oh my God, so many memories came back of just watching that specific just episode when it aired, and I don't know. It made me feel some kind of way. I got butterflies in my stomach. I was like, this is Tower of God. And believe it or not, after I saw the image that I wanted to do, which is the one you're seeing, I literally rewatched the first episode and had goosebumps the entire time. Absolutely amazing. I almost forgot how much I loved it until I went back and rewatched it. I know some of you guys are sitting there at your seats or on your seats oh my God, no, Gavin, not the anime. But for me, it was my first exposure to it. I don't know. It has stuck with me since. But after she kicked him in the face and kind of panned back, and then you just get Bam, the shot of YURI that was amazing. Like for me, I was like, they just solidified this character's existence for me. And, you know, I couldn't change that for the world. Like it was amazing. And as soon as I saw it, immediately I was like, this is that moment I want to recreate. Because it was literally a game changer for Bam. You know, it led to, you know, Hidan, at least in the anime adaptation of Hidan kind of like egging her on, like, oh, if you have so much faith in, you know, this person, why don't you give him the Black March? And, you know, she did, which was, you know, quite amazing and almost unheard of at the moment. But as we all know, Yuri does want change in the tower, even though she kind of dances around that question when when Evan, you know, delivers it to her. However, that scene just, when I rewatched it, I don't know, it really made me want to do this image of her. And although it may seem simple in regards, for me, it was very impactful and inspiring. And I don't know, I was really about it. It's like, it's hard to explain, like sitting here alone, like talking about it. Like everybody has these moments where it's like, it just something resonates with you and you can't explain it. And you try to go deep into detail and you're kind of like, I don't know, it's just there. Like I just felt it. And this is one of those moments for me. So burning it, definitely not emotional per se, but it made me feel happy. You know, it's how anybody should feel when they're creating, you know, a piece of art or really just working in general. It's, you know, joy and happiness and excitement. Although there's a little bit of crap in your pants, because if you mess up, there's no going back on wood burning. You can just try to, you know, make the best of the situation and work with it. But that's also a good thing. You know, it kind of forces you to be adaptable in situations. And that's really what every character has to do in Tower of God, is be adaptable and, you know, adjust to the situation that's occurring. Because if not, you're dying. And although for my case, I'm not dying, it's, you know, ruining a beautiful image of Yuri JAHAD. But no, it definitely is fun. And even just burning it itself, it brings so many joys and so many crazy moments. Like actually that one, if you rewind a couple seconds, I changed the tip on the wood burning tool. Like I said, I haven't used this tool before. This is actually brand new to the video, and brand new to me. I had bought it the day prior and was like, you know what? I'm just going to roll with it, start recording, and hope for the best, which was not the best idea, because that is not what you're supposed to do in wood burning. And I had the heat turned up way too hot, and I was burning that basswood, which was, you know, lesson learned there. However, I didn't want to scrap the video because I definitely did like it and was enjoying it. But this tip in particular that I switched is actually, it's meant for shading, and I knew that going into it. However, I wanted, what drew me to it was it had a very fine point on it, and when I was getting to the eyes here, I really wanted to get as, you know, as much detail as possible with it. And with the original tip I was using, it was more meant for like just not only tracing, but getting like thicker edged lines. So I had to kind of on the fly figure out what I was doing. And I was like, I'll grab this shading tool. Never used it before. Hope for the best. So this isn't actually the way you're supposed to be using it. I do use it somewhat properly later on in the video, which I'll point out. But yeah, it definitely turned out a lot better than I thought. Although around that left eye, man, oh my God, I kept on butchering it. I was just going deeper and deeper and burning more and more. Was not very good because the temperature was not set properly. However, you know, like I said, yeah, I keep on going back to it. I was trying to make the best out of the situation. It's actually kind of hard for you guys to tell, but you might be able to see it in the final real camera photos. But, you know, it brings its trouble wood burning, but it's a lot of fun because, like I said, it forces you to adapt. And I'm one of those people who, I know somebody mentioned in our Discord about like, oh, why don't I paint or draw? And the reality of it is because, not that I'm afraid to make mistakes. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Yeah, I am a perfectionist, very much so, especially when it comes to drawing. If I don't draw one line perfect, I will erase it over and over and over again. And believe it or not, it's kind of what drew me to wood burning, because I really wanted to break out of that habit to where if I make a mistake, I feel like I need to go back and fix it. Because in this, it's you make a mistake, you need to adapt on it. There's no erasing it. It's permanent. So it definitely is helping me just, you know, really as a person, because I'm very indecisive in general, because I'm hard. I don't know. It's just me as a person. It's like I need to kind of just learn how to stick to my guns and just go with it. And this is one of the best, you know, ways I can portray or like best ways I could force myself into those situations. However, right here, what I'm doing to her neck is how you're supposed to use this tip, and that's to shade in areas that you want to, add depth to your picture. Although I kind of still didn't use it properly because the temperature wasn't set properly, but you learn, you live some, or you win and lose some. But in this case, I mean, look how this is turning out. Like, it's not the best. I'm still a beginner. I'm honestly scratching the surface. It's really not that good at all. However, I am happy how it's coming out, and I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying these videos because I really like making them, and it's fun getting better at doing this. And I mean, just look at that. Amazing. Yeah, you deserve all the hearts in the world, but I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. Listen to me ramble. If you like it, please hit that like button, comment down below. But until next time, I will see you guys later.
Hey, you know what it is, dog. Ninjas are samurais, blazing the cool knives. Find me in the leaf of the cloud.